then in April, once football starts up, I will be helping out with the lab out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Sanford lab that I helped out with last off-season, doing their Batten disease research, which I can get into if you want. But
it's certainly a surface level.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a neurodegenerative disorder. Typically affects children. It's really tough, with the way that it kind of happens, where these kids develop normally and then all of a sudden development starts to deteriorate and they end up dying prematurely. And I believe it is a rare disease. I believe there are, on average, like 12 or 13 kids affected in the world at one time. I know that's partly due to the short lifespan, but also that's just how rare it is. Then you say, well, why would someone research that? Well, there's a belief that when you find a solution or something that helps one rare disease, it will help a handful of them, or a majority of them, because they can all a lot of them are related.
So what type of work would you be doing with that? Is like genetics type stuff?
So personally, what I did for them last time was I did some writing last off season for them, and I also did some analysis of slides that had been stained. That's one of the ways that they quantify results. Did this drug work on these cells? You stain for different things, and then you can, using a computer program, analyze, okay, how much staining was there? Then you have a number. Then you can compare, was the drug successful? Was it not? So on. So that's what I did last time. This time, I don't know. Wherever they need help, wherever they think I would get good experience, that's where they'll send me. So
you've done so many different types of medical research projects.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can think about it in this context, but when you're doing something that's helping like a child's disease, I mean, is there a greater reward in that, or is it too tough to think about it given the micro picture you're looking at?
Well, I think all research is helpful. When I did research in my undergrad, my boss at the time said, the results don't matter. You're always adding to the pile. You're adding to the picture, right? If you do an experiment and you get poor results, then you're saving someone else the time of doing that experiment, and they can do something else that might be helpful. So you're adding to the picture, right? And whatever. That's kind of how I feel when we're doing our research, because all research, it wouldn't be funded if it wasn't helping people in some way. So yes, this, the children thing adds a little bit to it. Just how children are affected, or whenever children are affected, I think it's heightened a little bit, just the innocence of it, and haven't experienced life here. But all research, it wouldn't be, funding's tough to get, and it wouldn't be funded if it wasn't helping people. So I think in all research that I've done, that's been the theme. But with children, I think it's heightened a little bit. And again, all research is really adding to the picture of that disease or whatever the topic is, to try to work towards a solution.
I think it also works for offensive play calling.
What's that?
I think that also works for offensive play calling. A little bit of research, just the game plan, try again.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
How long will you when will you decide to commit yourself fully, I guess, to your medical studies and pursuing your degree fully? I mean, should you ride the NFL wave as long as you can, or?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you feel confident that what you've shown this year with the Lions at the end, that's earned you a spot, you think? That you've done enough to show that you're capable and you're deserving of a spot either with this team or another team?
Impossible to say. I mean, I'm not in those
But how do
rooms, those meetings. I feel like I prepared as best I could, and I did the most to take advantage of the opportunities I was given. And what I feel like I showed, it was a decent picture of who I am as a player. And if people decide that's good enough to be on a team, cool. If not, that's okay too.